Despite being stricken by slight Souls fatigue, I decided to check out the demo of False Hero when the solo developer of the game reached out to me. The ugly screenshots on the Steam page really caught my eyes, and upon launching the game, the first thing that surprised me was the fact that it is fully voice acted.
Is someone there? Show yourself!
So, naturally, my expectation increased a little bit, and after finishing the 2-hour-long demo consisting of a few different areas and 2 bosses, I have to say,
I like it!
Yes, as a Souls-like, it has most of the staples of the genre like bonfire, tough boss fights, costumes, glowing items, and whatnot. Although I'm not sure if the clothes you put on has any effect or not, the equipment menu doesn't show any stats, but even in this short demo, I found more clothing items than I'd expect, so for the fashion enthusiasts, this is probably good news. The movement of the player character is very fast and fluid. There is a sense of weightlessness about the character that, while might have felt weird in a more contemporary looking game, somehow works quite well here with this lo-fi aesthetic. It also makes traversing much less tedious, as being a Souls-like, you often have to repeatedly die and tread through the same pathways again and again. The fast movement is aided by an even faster sprint, which you can toggle by holding the dodge button. And good news is that sprinting doesn't cost any stamina. The dodge is also a Bloodborne type dash instead of the Dark Souls type roll, which is always a good thing. In the demo, I only had one primary weapon, which only had one attack. It's pretty unusual, cause most, if not all Souls-likes have a regular and a strong attack. But here, instead of a strong attack, you have the ability to use up to 5 combat arts. You unlock these combat arts by defeating a type of enemy a number of times and collecting their insights. Once you collect enough insights from an enemy type, you unlock their combat art, which you can then assign to any of these 5 buttons. Combat arts don't cost any stamina, rather they have their own FP bar, which depletes every time you execute a combat art, which you can then replenish by striking enemies with your regular sword. I love this system, and for me, this is what took my impression of the game from a mere okay to a
damn, boy!
Just like Bloodborne's rally system, which incentivizes you to be aggressive by attacking enemies right after getting hit by them in order to regain some health, this FP regain system in False Hero similarly makes sure you play aggressively, and more importantly, it forces you to use both your primary weapon and combat arts together. Your primary sword, while reliable, does only a modest amount of damage, so inevitably you have to use the combat arts. In fact, after upgrading the combat arts at the checkpoint altar, their increased damage output made them essential in combat, especially in boss fights. Having as many as 5 combat arts ready to execute anytime just with the press of a button makes combat scenarios not only very engaging, but also this system ensures that you have something for every situation. I can clearly see the potential for different builds based on these abilities. It created a very fun combat loop which you just have to try yourself to fully appreciate. Level design is good. Again, here too you've got pretty much every Souls-like level design tropes, but nothing about the levels stuck out as extraordinary or particularly new. I was fine with it. I personally think Souls level design has peaked, and this one being a solo developed game, I wasn't expecting anything groundbreaking in the level design department anyway. I think I encountered about 3 types of enemies and they were fun to fight. I thought the difficulty is pretty well balanced, but the 2 boss fights the demo offers particularly stood out. They looked deceptively easy, but it took me a number of tries to finally kill them. Due to the fast and engaging nature of combat, I enjoyed every bit of the boss fights, and they were the most memorable parts of my playthrough. I like that the game offers you the chance to replay each boss fight separately or play them all in a gauntlet. I'm sure many hardcore Souls fans would appreciate it. Overall, I was thoroughly impressed by the demo of False Hero. Despite my dwindling enthusiasm about the Souls-like genre, I had a great time with this game. I think most Souls fans would love the fast and aggressive combat that is well complemented by the retro lo-fi aesthetic. I'm told by the developer that the demo will be available during Steam Next Fest that begins on June 15th. If this video piqued your interest, do keep an eye out for it during the Next Fest.